All right, so today is July the 2nd. It is a Wednesday. I worked last night at one of the hospitals that I pick up at. I'm PRN, so I don't work full time, I don't work part time. I work PRN, so I have to pick up hours where I can find them. Um, and Needless to say, last night at work, and I didn't even work a full shift. I worked maybe 6 hours, and you can probably hear the drag in my voice because I am exhausted. I'm exhausted. And so the start of the week, of course, was different for me emotionally. I was coming off this, still in which I'm still in, it's inside of me, this high of and good spirits from the launch of the Global Loft capital campaign. Still so many emotions with that, right? And I came to the realization, so there's been some things here lately. So last night when I got off of work, because it was so awful, I came home, I pulled into the driveway, and I just cried. I just cried. I cried because this has been one of the things that I have been having a hard time with and struggling with for the past probably 2 to 3 years. And it's been a financial strain for me. And for the past, like I said, probably 3 years actually, I've chosen to work PRN because last year I realized that even with me working PRN and all the hours and things that I was doing, that it was um, physically and mentally taxing on me. It was taking so much from me. And what I realized is that I can't balance um, working that hard or doing the things that I've been doing and have enough energy to push and move with Global Lofts, with this vision, right? Um, and so within the past week, there was an opportunity for me to take on this full-time position as an X-ray tech, work the weekends. It's a wild position, kind of, but it would be a lot more money. A lot more money for me financially. I'm like, yes, finally. Because for me, all these years that I have worked for this hospital system, because I've always worked PRN, um, it has never reflected the amount of the time of my experience in my compensation, because that's not how they do it. So, which has been, that's tough. It's been tough going to work every day, doing the same work of my counterparts, having, what is this, 2025? Oh my goodness. Over 15 years of experience, but then knowing that I'm not getting paid the same at all for the headache and the pain. So I had a moment in the car because I realized that I'm like, I said to myself, and like I said, I didn't even work a full shift. But what I realized, no matter how much I'm like, that money is like, would be Such a blessing, right? To me, it's what I need right now. The balance of not having to worry about my finances and moving and pushing and doing all the things for this vision and this dream and this business. It takes a lot mentally, um, all the things. And I was like, how amazing. And I had a moment in the car. I cried because I knew that I'm not I'm not gonna be able to take that position. It was hard for me to even say that, even now. I'm not gonna be able to do that because it takes too much out of me that by the time I come home or the things that I need to do or the enough energy to push and work and things to get done for this vision, for this dream, for this thing, this life that I know that's me, I have nothing left. And I'm like, I can't choose that. I can't choose that. So now so now I'm in this space of, okay, here we go again. For the past, back in the same space, I feel like of it's not fair. It's to me, I feel like it's not fair. I can't choose. I choose to make less money in this way. But I'm like, okay, God, I know that I deserve all the things, right? I deserve to be doing something that I absolutely have passion for, and don't get me wrong, because I do. I've done this for a very long time, and I'm compassionate, and I care about my patients, the patient care. Yes, but I also too know that in me, I am in a transitional place. God is moving me to other places. Like it's time for me to move on, right? But I'm like, God, I know that I deserve all the things, right? I deserve the good paying job, right? I deserve it may not be, let me take that back. Not just in the aspect of a good paying job. I deserve the income that I need. I deserve those things. And I've continued to choose my mental, my physical, and spiritual health over the finances. It's like it's been a one or the other type deal. And I'm like, okay, God, when is it going to be where I don't have to choose those things? I when am I, gonna be able to have all of those things, right? But these are the struggles. These are the things that one that I deal with every day, and the choices, the hard choices that I have to make. I have to, I choose to be like, I'm like, I just, I don't know. I think that I'm going to have to go into continue to pray and stay in deep prayer and asking God, you know, what is it that you need for me to do? Because I just feel like it shouldn't, well, it feels like a one or the other, but I know that because I am his child, that all of those things are open and available to me, right? But yeah, I had such a, I was such a hot, and this is emotionally, this is what I feel like my weeks from week to week, day to day. Like I'm up a couple of days and then something happens and it's like, oh my goodness, so it's that constant roller coaster that can be exhausting. But at the end of the day, um, even though I grit my teeth, I'm just like, I choose to say no to the money, in this way is hard, but I know that it's the right thing. I'm ready for the transition. I'm ready for the transition. I really am ready for the transition. I've been looking through. I haven't even posted about the event yet. If that tells you, I've been working. I had the event on Saturday, worked Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I can't believe I even did that to myself. I would not do that again because so quickly I go from I've been looking through like the videos and the photos that people took at the event, and I'm like, I literally said this to my friend, to Nicole. We had a conversation, and I said that version of Tasha, that me, the ones I seen in the photos from the event, remembering how where I was physically, emotionally while presenting and just sharing. That is the version of me that I'm fighting for. That is that is who I am. That is who I'm meant to be. These other things are to get through day to day. Yes, I do them. But that version of Tasha, that's who I have to fight for. And that's the hard part. I am fighting for that version of Tasha. And it is a daily fight. A daily fight. Because that's the true version of who I am. That's who I'm meant to be. That's where I'm transitioning to. And I have to walk in that daily. But, these are the day-to-day things and decisions that have to be made. And I make them. They're hard. And honestly, it's about trusting God. God is like, you have to trust me. This isn't a one and done opportunity. What I have for you is for you. So I have to remind myself these things. This is so great. Okay. I just wanted to start keeping log of ways that I feel, things that I've experienced on a day-to-day, so that for me, I can look back and be like, girl, I remember that. I remember that and be like, girl, if you only knew, like literally your transition, your time is right there. Right there, girl. Yeah. So yeah. So I want to continue to record these moments and emotions and just thought processes of where I am, because this is my journal. All right.